In this section of the training, we're going to see how to format the Excel worksheet. We'll start by removing the grid lines, which is on this worksheet, like the lines for the rows and the lines for the columns. For us to do that, we come to View and we uncheck grid line. It looks much more beautiful. I want to insert a heading. For this table, it is financial transaction. I want to insert a heading called financial transaction, but the upper section has already been occupied. So I'm going to insert a new row here, which will permit me to enter the heading financial transaction. For me to do that, I'll insert a row. I'll come where there is 1 because that's where I want to insert the row. I'll right click and I take insert. So here I can stand and write financial transaction. So from here I want to arrange this for it to look a little bit better. So I can change the font size by putting my B16. I can decide and make or change the font to look like this. I can decide and change the color. Here we have two types. We have the fill color and we have the font color. The fill color will fill the background of the cell, and the text color will give the text a different color. Before doing that, I would like to make all this range of cells to contain this information, because actually it is written, financial transaction is written in cell B1. So I would like to make all this range of cells to contain this same information, so I can merge all these cells. Here there is B1, there is C1, there is D1, there is E1. I want to merge all of them. So I'll select from B1 to E1 and I'll come on merge and center. So you see all these cells has turned to 1 and the information financial transaction is now centered in all of these cells as one cell. If I want to change the font or the fill color, I come on fill color and I choose a fill color. Let's say this, and the theme color or the text color, I can put something different. So this is it. I can decide and change, for example, the font color for the whole worksheet, or to change maybe the font, the theme and everything for the whole worksheet, instead of me doing for one cell and another, or instead of me doing just for this range of cells. I can select the whole worksheet by coming to this angle here. When I click on this, it selects the whole sheet. So any editing I do here is going to apply to the whole worksheet. But that was just to show you maybe how to select the whole worksheet and make some editings. So from here, I'm going to create a table. A table will permit us to easily gather information in Excel or in our worksheet. So here I'm going to insert a table, and for me to do that, I'll start by selecting the area where I want to insert the table. So when I finish selecting, I come to insert, and you will see here tables. So when I choose this option, they will ask me where is the data for the table. It has already been selected. So from here we have my table has headers. This is to tell us or to tell Excel whether this table has headers. If it has headers, we should tick this. If it doesn't have headers, Excel will create headers for us. But if I say that this table has headers, like we can see here date, we can see column, account number, narration, debit, credit, all these, they are already headers. So I'll take these and I take OK. So it has created a table for me. I can decide and style this table. Choose any style for this table. So what is the use of table? Table helps us to analyze information much more better. We will not really go deep into it now. The subsequent videos, we are going to see how to manipulate these tables to have better results. If I want to, for example, edit the font, the size of some columns or of some rows for it to be exactly the same thing, and edit the size at the same time, I can select them from here. Like if I want to make their size to be the same, or to resize the columns width, I select both of them from up. Then from here I can adjust it, and you see the adjustment is being made on both of them. In this table, we can filter informations. How can we filter informations? You see, when you draw or when you bring out the table, you see some drop down lists appearing on each of them, on each of the headings or on each of the columns. This helps us to filter information. For example, if I want to see information relating only to the 31st of December, I come to this drop down list and you will see it has analyzed, or it has looked at the information and it has seen that there is December, there is 20th, and there is 31st. If I want to show or to portray only information related to the 31st, I unticked for the 30th or for the 20th and I take OK. You see only information relating to the 31st is being seen. If I want to stop the filter, I tick it back and everything is back as normal. If I want to show only transactions related to the 20th, I untick that of the 31st and the only transactions for the 20th appears. So you can use this table to filter information. This is mostly used when you have huge lines of data, which it becomes difficult for you to identify information. You can use this filter to easily get access to those informations. It is equally very important to know how to print information in MS Excel. To print from MS Excel, you use the key or the shortcut Ctrl+P. Ctrl+P will permit us to print, or it will first of all bring us to a print preview of the information we have in our worksheet. Imagine, for this case, we can see that when we click on Ctrl+P, we have here the date, account code, narration, DR, and there's no column for CR. Here we have DR and CR because the space was not enough to contain the other side of this table or of our information. This brings us to setting the print area in Excel so that we have the information we need. We can decide and set a print area which will contain just a section of the whole worksheet. Remember, this worksheet is really long. It contains up to 16,384 columns and 1,048,576 rows. So if you want to print information and you have lots of data, you can select a print area. For us to do that, we come to page layout and we have here print area. Before we select or before we take print area, we select the area we want to design as the print area. So I'll select this to be the print area. I come and I click on print area, set print area. So henceforth, if we want to print, only this area is going to be printed or is going to show in our print preview. So if I take Ctrl plus P, I will have here the print preview. If it doesn't show the complete information, you can change the page orientation by taking the landscape, and you can see everything is here. If you want to set the footers and the headers, you can come at the level of normal margins and you select custom margins. From here you choose headers / footers. So here you have the possibility to edit what you would like to have at the level of your headers and your footers. We take an example. Here we have for headers left, center and right. Say we want to put it at the left, we can put information there, any information, and I click on OK. If I want the footer, for example, to have the date at the center, I can put a date, take OK. So if we click here on OK, you realize that we have the statement, which is our footer, and we have a date at the center of our page. Basically, if you want to print it out, you just need to connect your machine to a printer and click on print. Obviously, after editing and entering information in your Excel worksheet, you have to save it. To save it, you come to files, and if you have not saved it before, like if it's your first time to save it, you come on save as and you look for where you want to save it in your computer. So if I take, for example, documents, I will have the possibility to save it in my documents and I will give it a name. When I finish typing the name, I click on save. Next time I would like to open this workbook, I'll go in my document and double click on statement. You can see the name of the workbook up here. So as you go ahead in editing and entering data in your worksheet, before you close, you will have to save it again. And in this case, you can either click on, or you can either use the shortcut Ctrl plus S, or you come right up here and click on this icon which represents save. Basically, if you've followed all the videos till this level, you're good to go. In the next part of our training, we'll be seeing how to use formulas and functions and how to manipulate information in Excel to have best results. Thank you for watching.